Hi guys, and welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 126. XRP mentioned in the official US bill proposal, Binance, the Amazon of crypto, and Ethereum Foundation sold at all-time highs. Now, if you're catching this stream live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you're thinking. Now, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And yeah, if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. The link is in the description. So happy Saturday, guys. I hope you're having a good time tonight. Sorry about not being here the past 2 days. I had previous engagements, company's Christmas party and wife's birthday. Now, this coming week, next Thursday, I'm probably not going to be here as well. I do have a dinner engagement, dinner engagement that I cannot get out of, and yeah, after that, I think it should be smooth sailing. I guess I'm hoping. So, anyways, guys, thank you for being here again. I do appreciate it, and let's get on with the news, right? Sorry, checking this stuff out. For some reason, some stuff's not popping out here. Anyways, if you like what we do, like, subscribe, and hit the bell, right? That's how this rolls. Anyways, yeah, I have the elements in queue, so I have to send them out. So it's a little bit different now than the way the stream used to run before. So I guess it runs a little bit better. But anyways, on to the news, right? So what is happening in the cryptosphere, man? That is a very, very valid question. Now, yeah, let's go check it out, man. And do we have news? Yeah, we do. Lawyers representing users on the collapsed Quadriga CX crypto exchange platform are requesting that Canadian authorities exhume and examine the body of its late founder, Gerald Cotton. Now, to check if the person was buried there, it's really him, right? Anyways, Cotton, co-founder and CEO of Quadriga, died of complications in December 2018, arising from Crohn's disease while traveling in India. Now, the company said on Facebook right at the time. Now, right now, Quadriga said that it wasn't able to gain access to the digital assets. At least 145 million were left frozen in Cotton's account. Anyways, Cotton's death plunged Quadriga into crisis and left it struggling to figure out how to refund more than 100,000 users of the currencies, right? Anyways, in April, Quadriga announced that the Supreme Court of Nova Scotia had issued a termination and bankruptcy assignment order, outlining the process by which the Quadriga CCAA proceedings could be converted to bankruptcy proceedings. Miller Thompson LLP wrote to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police on Friday requesting an exhumation and post-mortem autopsy on Cotton's body to confirm both his identity and the cause of death, given the questionable circumstances surrounding Mr. Cotton's death and significant losses of the affected users. Now, the company confirmed to CNN the letter was genuine, and many of the digital currencies held by Quadrigas are stored in cold wallets. Cotton was the only person with access to the wallets, according to the company. In the letter dated Friday, lawyers outlined the need for certainty around the questions of whether Mr. Cotton is, in fact, deceased. Again, a little bit awkward, right? Imagine like you being dead and then people having to go and look through your body to make sure it's really you. I'm guessing it's not probably really cool, man, right? Anyways, sorry guys, I am, like I said, getting into this new stream setup I'm getting. Anyways, on with the next article, right, on Bitcoin. What's happening with Bitcoin? A man indicted in 722 million Bitcoin Ponzi scheme is majority owner of Butte's crypto wallet, I guess they want to say, or they just said crypto what. Yeah, maybe it's crypto what. Anyways, this from the Montana Standard. It says that a man indicted in New Jersey on federal charges defrauding investors of 722 million in a crypto investment club is the majority owner of Crypto What LLC. Yeah, it's Crypto What. The Bitcoin mining operation at the former MSC site on Butte's south side. Anyways, the rest of Matthew Brent Gotcha, 37 of Lafayette, Colorado, has thrown the operation of Butte plant into turmoil. Sorry, guys. snap. And I told you guys I think I was coming down with something last week. I finally got it, man. Anyways, Butte's Rick Tavish and his company FX Solution has actually operated the plant first former owner Dan Burrell, and then forgot to after he bought it from Burrell. It was Tavish and said on Thursday. Said Thursday he was blindsided by Gotcha's arrest and indictment. And regarding the indictment, it indicates that the charges against Gotcha and four others who operated the BitClub network had nothing to do with the Butte Bitcoin plant, but because Gotcha's role, the plant's operations are up in the air. Anyways, Tavish is not part owner in CryptoWatt. His position as manager of the Butte plant means he will take action to try and keep the plant operating, possibly including assuming control of the organization. If the facility shuts down, we'll lose, he said. I want to protect the integrity of the facility and the interests of our employees, the vendors, everybody who works there. The operation budget of the plant is around $250,000 a month, and that's a lot of money for Butte's economy, and he says he's going to do everything he can to keep it going. Again, it'll be sad to see this mining company close down. I do believe they are in a good place, right? With cold winters, reduces some of the costs of cooling down the equipment. So again, sad to see that this company could go downhill depending on what happens with the indictment of this person and how they handle that, right? So again, something to keep an eye out for as the trial keeps on developing. So anyways, what's going to happen? Vitalik Buterin, the Ethereum Foundation has had the financials already sorted, and it so happens that co-founder Vitalik Buterin managed to convince the Ethereum Foundation to sell up to 70,000 Ethereum when the coin peaked in late 2017 and early 2018. So they sold at peak. And this resulted in an instant liquidity of around 100 million, assuming that they sold at the absolute peak when the price was flirting the 1,400 mark. So Buterin revealed this information in a recent conversation with Eric Weinstein, a well-known podcaster who's also Theos Capital managing director. Buterin leveraged the Ethereum rally to make some serious money himself too. He sold an estimate of 30,000 Ethereum, which was worth approximately 22 million at the time. So again, now we're getting this information, right? That not only him, but the Ethereum Foundation sold around 100,000 worth of Ethereum together. That's a lot of money, man. If you consider that also Charlie Lee sold his Litecoin and them selling their Ethereum, it seems that a lot of people bailed out on their projects, right? Or at least took out big amounts of money. They probably should have stayed in those foundations to have more funds, right? Certainly when you have all that money in there, it makes you feel that the companies are believing what they're doing, and when they take their monies out, it does give you that sense that they're probably like running away because they're not seeing the potential that they're selling to people, right? So again, they're preaching, but they're not doing what they're saying, right? Anyways, the move made many Ethereum made many people question Ethereum Foundation's motives. Quite a lot in the community thought they did so as they spent all of their fiat reserves. But according to Buterin's reveal, this should not have happened so far. So in other words, the reason was likely a policy decision rather than a lack of funds. When asked what he thought about the prices going down, he admitted that he was relieved when it happened. According to him, the crypto industry has yet to create enough value to actually be worth $500 billion. So again, like I said, what I take from this is that they are not believing 100% in their project, right? They're capitalizing on the gains. They wrote it up on the way up right to the peak, and then they sold. And I'm not sure if they bought in again or not. But again, if they're not holding more and they just sold and cashed out, that's probably not the best. It doesn't speak volumes for them, right? So again, just makes me wonder whether or not how much more value the project's going to get now that they're really cashed out a good portion. They probably really don't care what they do with the project anymore. But maybe they are still involved, but again, I'm not sure how much they're still holding. Anyways, Ripple was mentioned in relation to cross-border payment system in the proposed bill text. The pending action, a document on remittance transfer under the Electronic Fund Transfer Act, or Regulation E, is still in discussion until January 2021. The document proposes to secure funds sent through the growing selection of payment channels and covers the activity of fintech institutions and payment processors. Now, the technical possibilities of new types of networks are allowing a more detailed and exact approach to insurance against losses And Ripple Payment Network was mentioned as one of the vectors of growth in the remittance market, which is really cool. Now, they continued growth and expansion partnerships of virtual currency companies such as Ripple, which offers both a payment messaging platform to support cross-border money transfers, as well as a proprietary virtual currency, which can be used to, settle those transactions. Anyways, Ripple was mentioned also in relation to being a system which could exactly predict the funds to be received, which is pretty good. Again, you're going to get to the other end exactly what you're sending, no fees being lost along the way, etc. Anyways, the Bureau also believes that that expanded option of Swift's GPI product or Ripple's suite of products could similarly allow banks and credit unions to know the exact final amount that recipients of remittance transfers will receive before they actually send the transfer, again, which is really cool. If you want to send $100 because that person that you're sending it to needs to receive $100, you want to make sure that $100 get there. You don't want to send $100 and have them receive like $50 because the sending bank charged you $15 in commission, the receiving banks charge you $15 in commission, and then the intermediary also charged you like $20 in commission, so you ended up losing a lot of money, right? And that's happened to me. I've sent money to the US before, so again, I'm pretty well aware of how that flows and how that happens, and let me tell you guys, you do lose a lot of money on transaction fees, and I tell you that from experience. I used to send money to my US account from Mexico, and like if I send $100, I'll probably receive about maybe 70 to like $60, right? So I used to lose a lot of money on the fees, man. It was insane. And that's for like a very commercial corridor that we're talking about, right? Anyways, the document does not mention any other payment platforms or blockchain specifically, and XRP has been singled out as a digital asset related to unique remittance systems. Still, proposed legislation on protecting remittances does not involve an insurance of transfers on other blockchain networks, but only fiat settlements. No news for Litecoin. Let's jump onto Binance. I just have 2 articles for Binance, and then we're going to move into the market analysis. Again, market has not been the best right now. I think prices are going down, but again, not like we're not expecting them, right? If you follow this channel, you know what we're talking about. We're expecting those prices to go down. Anyways, Binance has more product offerings than anyone can count with the fingers off both hands. Not just a blockchain and crypto asset exchange, but just also involved in investment and fundraising, digital asset research, and blockchain and crypto support and adoption. Now, its variety of platforms support spot trading, margin trading, derivatives trading, and P2P trading. And they've also enjoyed a healthy trading volume. As per data available on CoinGecko, Binance has 570 trading pairs available for spot trading. Again, that's when you go to the market and take a position, or just take liquidity from the market, taker or maker, right? So again, you can go in and put an order to buy at a certain price, or you can go in and buy it spot on. That's just your spot market again. The other markets would be futures, etc. So again, their spot market again, really strong going. It has a lending program and a staking program, which allows users to earn interest and rewards respectively on their crypto holdings. So again, that's pretty cool, man. If you lend people certain monies with Binance, you're gonna get certain returns back. Also, the staking is really good. If you plan to park your money there and not really move it, it's also really good for you. Anyways, Binance Academy offers education content on crypto and blockchain uses, and Binance Charity uses blockchain for further philanthropic causes. Now, Binance Info is an encyclopedia of currencies. Binance Labs is an infrastructure impact fund which incubates, invests, and empowers blockchain projects. And Binance Launchpad is a platform for launching the tokens of promising new blockchain projects, right? So again, you incubate them in the labs, and then you pass them on to Launchpad to get them funded so they're able to take off and really start a working case, right? Anyways, Binance Research provides analysis, reports, and data-driven insights to stakeholders of the crypto market. Trust Wallet is the official digital asset wallet of Binance, and Binance Chain is a community-driven blockchain software system with developers from all over the world contributing to it, and Binance Dex has been developed on top of it. With so many product offerings, Binance has poised itself as a major driving force for development and crypto adoption in the crypto ecosystem. Again, it's a Binance article. I was going to say a little bit Binance centric, but yes, all their products are Binance something. Anyways, Binance is not ready to stop right there. It has not just been exploring horizontally, but also vertically among Binance strategies that are helping it to become a global empire in the cryptocurrency space. Is the support it has been extending for fiat to crypto transactions, right? Like more gateways to bring massive growth to Binance users base. Now, Binance also aims to support 180 currencies of the world in the coming 6 to 9 months. Binance expansion of these fiat gateways poses multiple benefits for various stakeholders in the crypto industries. First of all, the industry as a whole is more positive news, as it will help to drive more crypto adoption, and more fiat gateways means there's going to be more people that will be able to invest in crypto with these, along with the assurances that transactions are secure because they're being backed by Binance. Again, it's worth noting that the expansion strategy is also quite clever because it helps Binance move more easily into new markets rather than negotiating with the authorities of different jurisdictions, investing in new infrastructure and teams. So again, Binance is partnering with existing companies in those jurisdictions and thereby leveraging their resources and sharing risk in case there's a regulatory crackdown. So yes, I do believe Binance adoption or growth is something to be recognized, right? They started like a couple years ago. They were quite small, but again, they've been extremely aggressive in their growth with their plans and everything they've been doing. I do believe they're leaving a lot of other exchanges and companies in the dust, particularly in the crypto sphere. So again, as they keep on growing, they're going to gain more adoption for their Binance token. So it's probably one of the tokens that I want to put back into my holdings, because long term, there is that chance that they probably are going to have that adoption, and the more tokens that get used and the more tokens that they keep on burning, the higher the price of their token that could go. So again, maybe Binance is one of the tokens that I'm going to buy again soonish, I guess. Anyways, this is an older news article. I think this one from today, came out today, but I think it officially came out earlier. This is a source that I got it from. It says today. Binance has announced a new way for customers who want to buy crypto fiat. The exchange is now partnered with Paxful, which will serve as a fiat to crypto on-ramp. At the moment, Binance allows crypto to be bought with just a handful of currencies, including the Nigerian naira, the Russian ruble, the Mexican peso, the euro, the British pound, the Vietnamese dong, and the Indonesian rupiah. And this new partnership with Paxful will now allow crypto purchase using 167 fiat currencies. So they will just have 13 more to go to get to 180 currencies of the world. Now, Binance CEO Chang Peng says that the deal is just one way for Binance to make crypto purchases easier. And he actually goes on to say this makes a significant partnership between a crypto exchange and peer-to-peer platform, where a new pool of users will have access to alternative fiat payment methods as one sole exchange offering this service with Paxful integration to our users. We're looking forward to seeing new possibilities arise by providing more fiat to crypto options to the mainstream. That now, speaking to the Block website, Paxful CEO and co-founder Arthur Shabak said that unlike other payment gateways, Paxful supports more than 300 payment methods, including local currency bank transfer, gift cards, and online wallets. This gives them an opportunity for the unbanked and the underbanked to be part of the new ecosystem. So again, really going more for development countries, I guess, than like fully developed countries. But again, trying to drive up more adoption by making it easier for people to be able to buy into crypto, right? So again, something I really like about Binance and what they're doing. Sorry if I'm not trying to speak too much, guys. My throat is killing me. Like I told you guys, I was coming down with something. I did come up with something. Let's get on to the technicals, right? Awesome, we're back. Let's get on to the technicals, guys. Oh, man. So what is happening on the daily, man? Not much. We talked about this, right? Positive momentum dying out. We had divergence, price action to the downside. We've seen it play out. Still moving down below that 7,075 area. We're sitting right now at 7,050. Let's go look at, sorry, I didn't look at dominance. Like I said, I'm not sure where my head is. Alright, cool. What is happening with dominance in the market? Yesterday, lost money out of the cryptosphere, 2.50% from 192.38 billion, or 30 billion. closing at 187.44 billion, a $4.8 billion move to the downside. Sorry about that, ambulance going by. Like I said, a 2.50% move to the downside. Right now, moving down still 0.26%. A 488.75 million move to the downside, or 186.94 billion dollars. What is going on with Bitcoin dominance? Bitcoin dominance dropping yesterday below that 20 MA. From an opening of 68.30, closing at 68.17, a 0.33% move to the downside. Right now, moving up a little bit, 0.50%, sitting at 68.28. Now to Bitcoin, sitting at $7,048.55. What is happening, man? We're still moving down from that divergence. We're trying to make a small pump, rally, failed, not even touching that 20 MA, but just fell within this area, then breaking down. Yesterday, actually dropping this whole small channel, the 7,200 to the 7,075. So again, we kind of knew and we were expecting this move to go down. Let's go into the 4 hours, man. Sorry, I didn't call the RSI. Setting sold on the RSI at 35.71. Remember what I'm saying with Ripple right now? We don't have any negative momentum here, but again, I would like for this price to come down, create that strong bullish divergence, and then pump, right? We're not seeing that yet. So let's go into the 4 hours, man. On the 4 hours, what we had divergence here, price action to the upside. We got it to play out. Then we created this divergence, right? Everything that's in orange is stuff that I did when we were not here, right? I just tracking it this way, make it easier for you guys to follow. Because I was looking at the market even though I was not here this past 2 days due to the commitments that I already explained to you guys. But again, all I have to do is adjust to where we're at. This was on, I think yesterday. Yeah, December 13th. I still looked at the market and still moved stuff around. We don't have anything on the RSI. On the RSI, we're sitting oversold at 28.25. But again, price of Bitcoin moving down to a new low. I'll just trace this here right now and actually switch this to yellow for the remainder of this stream. And that way we'll know we're tracing it on the live stuff. And I'll do that, right? If I change something, I think it's going to be a good practice for the channel. When I change something off the air, I'll try to do it with orange color. Then when we come in, we'll know. And then what I left here when we were on the air, I'll just leave it on yellow. So again, this is still lower. So I would really like to take it to here, right? Because that's where I'm anchoring to. Creating that divergence, we really don't have it on the RSI. We're much lower. So again, just to make the histogram, we are developing right now strong bullish divergence, potential price action to the upside. But again, this negative momentum island is still on developing. This can still drop and this could still go here so long as you don't get lower than negative 31.25 on the RSI, you will be fine. And you will create that bullish divergence and see that see a pump. Not sure how strong it's going to be, but certainly you'll see a pump. Anyways, we had contraction on the Bollinger Bands. Try to move to the upside, but then exploded to the downside again. Normal stuff to happen with the Bollinger Band contraction, right? Volatility leaving the market. We've talked about that before. Again, not much going on. So let's go into the 1 hour, man. What's happening on the 1 hour? On the 1 hour, we had divergence again, strong bullish, bearish, strong bearish divergence, price action to the downside. So again, yesterday I knew this was going to happen and we're going to get that price action to the downside again. Just no live stream, but again, if you follow our stream, you know what I'm talking about when I said this stuff, right? So you know what divergence is, you know what bullish and bearish divergence look like. Right now we're here on the bottom part tracing bullish divergence, right? Price action to the upside potential. You're trying to rally, but really losing it here. Your consolidation, even though you're down sloping, it's upsloping consolidation. That's bearish. You usually break it down and you get exhausted and you create divergence. You also have it on the RSI right now. I'll show it out there for you guys. And yeah, potential move to the upside on Bitcoin. Anyways, sitting sold on the RSI at 31.32 and losing that native momentum. So again, we might see that price action to the upside, right? We're getting one indicator on the 1 hour. We're seeing another one happening right now. Anyways, this is from the 1 hour. For some reason, the stuff from the 4 hours stayed there. The stuff from the 1 hour now is coming back. I just gotta check this out, guys, because for some reason the lines are not the thing where they're supposed to. I tried to get them fixed yesterday, but again, really not happening that well. Let's go to Ethereum dominance. What is happening with Ethereum dominance on the daily, man? We had divergence. I think this is from a shorter time time scale. No, the dominance we just look here. It just moved. There you go. Ethereum dominance, right? We're creating divergence, price action to the upside. We got it below that 20 MA being weak. Probably gonna lose more dominance, right? Anyways, Ethereum yesterday gaining dominance 0.36%. Right now losing it 0.36%. Sitting at 8.22% of market cap. That's it for this, man. I'm not going to trace anything else on dominance. So let's go into the price of Ethereum, sitting at $140.67. Now, contraction on the Bollinger Bands have not gotten that expansion yet. Price high, lower high, less positive momentum. So again, here we're going from a high to a low. We're creating hidden bearish divergence. So if you were with us, this was on December the 9th. So we were here that day. We called it and we said potential price action to the downside. And look, man, we are moving down still. So no signs of that stopping yet. Sitting sold on the RSI at 33.33. That's it for Ethereum on the daily. Not much developing since. So let's go into the 4 hours, man. On the 4 hours, right? Price action to the downside. Here we had this small thing going on. This is from the 11th. We did have a stream on the 11th. That's why it's here. We did not have on the 12 hour, the 13th, and nothing really developed on those days, right? High. So we could say high, right? Lower high. So we could call this, man. I just didn't trace anything for Ethereum. More worried about Bitcoin because usually right now the market is going to follow whatever Bitcoin does. So that's what we're focusing on. 48.20, 47.50. So lower on the RSI. Nothing there. But again, breaking down because Bitcoin is breaking down. That's why this is moving down, right? Anyways, price action to the downside. That's it for this. Sitting sold on the RSI at 30.63. Not much developing since, right? So let's go into the 1 hour. What's happening on the 1 hour, man? Sorry, this stuff is from the 4 hour. Just make sure it goes back there. 41.4. There we go. Send this back to the 1 hour as well. 4 hours, sorry. That one. What is happening, man? Low, higher, low, less, negative momentum. High, slightly higher high. Again, I'm not going to buy it on this chart. I'm going to look at this one. Let's see, high. And yes, higher high for sure, man. So, okay, cool. So, we're into a higher high. Where are we at here? 0.04, 0.03. Slightly lower, creating bearish divergence, strong bearish divergence, price action to the downside. Breaking down, not as strong as it had it on Bitcoin. Anyways, here, 57.83, 58. So we don't quite have it there. We just have our divergence on the 1 hour on that time frame, right? Sorry, getting a new playlist to come in. There we go. Awesome. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this, man. Nothing much developing. We're just creating bullish divergence. That's it, man. From here to here, going lower. Sorry, here. From here, going to a less and negative momentum. But here, you're also going lower on your RSI. Sitting sold at 35.08. Again, you hit over sold a couple hours ago. And you were at 28.79. But again, your divergence only developing here. That's it, man. Nothing else. Potential price action to the upside, you're getting it. But again, being weak. Let's wait and see how this keeps on developing for Ethereum. Let's go on to Ripple, man. Ripple dominance on the daily. Yesterday gaining dominance 0.63%. Right now gaining a little bit more, 0.14%. Sitting at 5% of market cap again. We want Ripple to be above, or XRP to be above 5 on dominance, right? Over 5% dominance. It's just better for the whole crypto sphere. It's better for everyone. If everyone else holds a little bit more dominance, they're not so susceptible to Bitcoin. What's happening with Ripple, with XRP? Below the 20 MA again, moving down on divergence, we called out. Again, that movement to the downside again, dropping because Bitcoin is dropping. Contraction of the Bollinger Band still there. You remember this line that we have here that I have thrown out? It's because we want to create divergence, right? That's my target for divergence. We need the price to drop lower than here, right? Lower than here, I guess. 21.39. I just left this a little bit out so I know when we've touched it. And then we can create some sort of divergence. So we're going to probably create a negative momentum island. It's going to be short, maybe. That's what I'm expecting. And we create that divergence and then we see that pump. That's what I'm aiming for with Ripple right now. So let's go on to the... there's something else right now on the daily. So let's go into 4 hours, man. on the 4 hours, right? We had strong bullish divergence. We'll price action to the upside. We got it, right? And we're breaking down. Are we creating something high, lower high, less positive momentum? We're breaking down because the market is breaking down. That's the reason, man. Again, remember, if it's orange, it's stuff we did not do here live on the stream. We did it when I was away. Or I did it when I was away. Where are we sitting at here? Maybe we have something on the 4 hours. 0.00022. 21, 22. Man, almost. I mean, it is a kind of divergence. It is a kind of bullish divergence. Not the one I'm looking for, right? Not the divergence you're looking for. But again, you're going flat. Let me make sure just this is going to stay here, man. 4 hours. That one's fine. So again, we're creating like weak bullish divergence. So potential price action to the upside. We don't have it on the RSI, we just have it on the MACD. So again, I'm not sure how strong it's going to be. Let's go into the 1 hour and figure it out, man. Sitting sold on the RSI at 36.88. The 1 hour, man. On the 1 hour, we do have strong divergence, and it's clear as day here. Going like this, and also on the RSI going in, right? So again, hitting neutral right now at 41.33. We were oversold at 9 in the morning, 9 Central at 27.96. Again, divergence we had, right, to here. This was when I was live, sorry, off the air. But then again, we kept on developing more divergence, and that's why this broke down, right? You were creating slant divergence against your RSI, not so much the MACD. Although I could check the MACD. Let's see, 59.85, 59.78. So slightly lower, yes. You could say you were developing a form of divergence from here to here, right? It's very slight. Again, strong divergence developing, price action to the downside. That's why it's moving down. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit sick and I'm struggling with this. So we'll go with that one right now. So let's keep on looking at this and see what else. It's gonna be it for Ripple, man. For XRP, let's go with Litecoin. Litecoin on the daily. Yesterday losing a little bit of dominance, 0.30%. Right now gaining 0.38, sitting at 1.48% of market cap. Let's go to Litecoin, man. Litecoin sitting at sorry, I didn't say the price of Ripple, 21 cents. I did say it, 21.579. Litecoin sitting at $43.27. Again, divergence, price action downside. Nothing else has developed since, except that here we seem to have created hidden. So we'll go here, and I'll go from here to here. So we're creating a sort of divergence, right? A hidden bearish divergence, price action to downside, sitting sold at 33.53. Let's go into the 4. Sorry guys. Make sure this stays here. I want it to move into 4 hours. Let's go into 4 hours. Again, you could say, right, if you want to take this high to this, right, one island to the next one, right, creating divergence, a bearish, hidden bearish, price continuation, again, breaking down on that, right, that's what breaking down in 4 hours. Shorter frame, we did create divergence, bullish, price action to the upside, we got it to play out. Again, this was on the 11th, so we were live when we were calling this one, right? It was a nice ride to the upside. Again, right now, sitting almost at that same low that we were at. And we're probably going to create some divergence as well, right? Depending on where we close. This is slightly lower. You could say that from here to here, you're definitely going in. And you're creating strong bullish divergence. Sorry, guys, I'm not feeling 100% today. But I want to come online because I had been out away the past 2 days. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to come back in again. If I'm feeling too horrible, I'll just do a technicals, just not do the news part, right? Because my voice is just feeling horrible today. So let's go into 1 hour. In 1 hour, what do we have, man? We had divergence, right? Bullish, price action to upside. Then we created bearish to here. And then within this island still, after I stopped tracking yesterday, the party yesterday at the afternoon, we created more strong bullish divergence. Price action to the downside. Get that mighty crash. No, it's not a strong crash, but it's a crash nonetheless, right? I just want to call it mighty crash. We're creating strong bullish divergence right now. Potential price action to the upside. We have it on all three of the scales. We're seeing sold on the RSI at 39.09. But again, that's it for this, man. Potential price action to the upside. That's it, man. Let's go on to Binance. Binance losing dominance yesterday, 0.83%. Right now, losing more, 1.01. Again, price action downside. Again, you know, sitting at 1.18% of market cap. Not really care much for Binance dominance. It's so little. It doesn't really affect the market that much. Here, we're creating some strong divergence, right? I'm tracking it because we're developing it. We're going lower on the price. And we're also going here on the RSI, sorry, on the MACD histogram, right, lower. So we're creating less positive momentum. So again, we're creating divergence right now. When we create a new island, we're definitely going to have that divergence, and then we're probably going to be able to do something else. Anyways, right now, still have divergence here as well. Sitting sold at 31.02, sitting at $14.18. Binance might be a good buy. I'm going to consider it for my portfolio again, because of what we spoke on the news and what I'm seeing here. Although I want this to develop, fully develop, right? I'm expecting for this to create a negative momentum island before we try to see a sort of rally, right? And I'm going to try to find other indicators that might be congruent with the potential move to the upside that this might get. Anyways, we're tracing this one out of the air. And like I said, sitting sold on the RSI at 31.03. That's it for this on the daily. Let's go into the 4 hours. On the 4 hours, man, this came back from the daily. Sorry guys, I am trying to like get my charts to look a little bit better. I did this the whole past 2 days whenever I had a chance, you know, remove stuff that didn't belong on those hour time frames. And then for some reason they stayed there now, but now I can't, like, the new stuff is not really playing ball. Anyways, we called this divergence, right? Price action to the upside. We called it on the 11th. Look, nice rally to the upside. This was on the 13th. We kept on developing. Again, I wasn't here on the 13th, so sorry guys. You know, if you track this show, you follow this show, you know what I look for. You're probably already familiar with what this is, right? This is hidden bearish divergence, price action continuation. So again, we're in a downtrend. Price action to the downside. The whole market moved down. So again, right now in the shorter term, you could say 381334. This is still slightly higher, right? But from here to here, you could even go all the way up here, because you're going from one island to the next, right? You will be going from this one to this one, and then you will be going from this one. Sorry, not that one. From this one, right? That's one I want to move. I'll change this to yellow, just to make sure it stays with the color that we're using right now. I'm not sure if in the other ones I just forgot to switch it or not. I hope I didn't. I'll have to go back and check. Oh man, I didn't want to do that one. There we go. Sorry about this, man. I'm trying to keep the charts. When I do stuff online, I'm trying to keep them so you guys can track them when I come back online, right? So again, creating this divergence, right? And did I forgot to change this? No, it's in the 4 hours. I'll just remove it from the daily again. Just gotta make sure this stays clean. It's just gonna be easier for everyone later on, right? You guys and for myself as well. So we're creating divergence right now. We might get a move to the upside. This is still developing though, so just wait for us to sort of find a kind of plateau, right? Something like this, right? Where we kind of like stop, and then we kind of like see that we're turning, right? Confirm that the downtrend is done, and we might start to see that pump to the upside, right? Or that intent to pump to the upside, because that's what's gonna happen, man. The market is bearish. So we're going to try to rally, but I'm not sure how strong it's going to be yet. So on the 1 hour, let's go check it out. Yes, higher. Awesome. So we're going slightly higher. We're obviously going lower here, creating divergence. Strong bearish divergence. Price action to the downside again. Like I said, dude, I'm not surprised by seeing this. I'm not too bullish right now, optimistic on the crypto market. And you know my position, right? My position is I'm hodling a bag of Ripple, but everything else I'm out of until I find a bottom or a good entry point. And I'll tell you whenever I find a bottom or a good entry point that suits my needs. Again, that's going to be my advice, but it's to me. I'm not a financial advisor. It's just what I would do. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, and that's also written in the description of the chat, right? You guys do what you believe is good for you. I'll just point out the options, and you can then, you know, go whatever you guys feel will happen, right? I'm just gonna make sure this is gonna stay here. Again, see, it wants to take it to the 4 hours. There we go. Awesome. So we're creating divergence, bullish, strong, potential price action to the upside. We're seeing that slight move to the upside, but not really moving that strong yet. So let's wait and see how that keeps on developing. And sharp move to the downside still. We can still drop and make more native momentum here, and still go lower in the price and still have divergence. So that's why I said keep on tracking it, right? Guys, we have 5 people tuned in. If you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. We have 6 likes so far, so awesome, guys. Thank you for liking the content. We'll have 5 people though. I'll take coin requests, but I might just do 1 or 2. I really like. I'm gonna go see if I can like get some meds or something, man. I'm just really feeling like really bad right now. So I'll leave the chat open for a couple minutes, and then if no requests come in, that's gonna be it for tonight. Again, I can't talk too much. I'm just feeling horrible right now. What else? No, I do Ripple, man. Make sure. Right now, while you guys come up with something, I'm just gonna go back and touch up. Make sure I didn't mess up anything on the charts. It's yellow, that's fine. Hey, Benny, how's it going, man? Thank you for being here, brother. I'm a little bit sick, so I'm just like already went through the market. Really trying not to talk too much. It's good, man. Like I had company's Christmas party on Thursday, then my wife's birthday yesterday, and today I'm back in. But again, I came down with something, so I'm not feeling 100%. I knew I was gonna come down with something last week. I was telling you guys that I was feeling weird, and my kids were sick, so I knew I was probably gonna catch it. But finally got it, and yeah, not feeling 100% right now. But I'm open to coin requests, so if I want me to look at something, I'll look like at 1 or 2 coins, and then I'll probably just call it quits for the night, man. I want to get some rest. I want to do a stream tomorrow. But if I'm feeling horrible, I'll probably just do a technicals and don't go so much into the news tomorrow. I'll just depend on how much better I'm feeling. So, let me know, guys. If you want to look at something, I'll check it out. If not, it's going to be it. Try lemon ginger. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I started drinking that yesterday. Lemon, ginger, and honey, man. That's what I was actually doing. But again, not the most fun when you have kids and then you get sick, right? But yeah, that's usually what happens when you have kids and they get sick, right? They pick up all these bugs at school, they bring them home, and then everyone else is like, just got the nasties, right? So awesome, man. Yeah, if you want to look at something, yeah, I'm drinking water right now. Actually, this is not tea, right? This is water I'm drinking. But yeah, anyways. So if you guys want to look at something else, I know you're into app coins, so I'm gonna. I think we had a chart open for that. App coins. Man, we looked at it on the 11th, so right before I actually left, we looked at app coins, right? And we have stuff here that's probably from shorter time frames, so I just gotta make sure which is which. So this from the 4 hours, I'll just make sure it stays here. Okay, this one says it's on the 4 hours. Maybe it was this one. Yeah, this one was showing up there. On the 4 hours. On the 4 hours. There we go. And the 4 hours, right? We were waiting for that price action to the upside. We got it, right? That's the last thing we called bullish divergence. Price action to the upside. We got it. It was a failed rally. We didn't go that high. Then we started to break down again. And if you want to look at this, we are creating a hidden bearish divergence. That's what we're breaking down here. Well, I'll do first the daily, and then I'll move here. On the daily, higher high, negative momentum, less off, lower than the previous one. So again, we might go lower and create divergence, right? That's what it's going to look like right now. All right, you're going to come somewhere around here, and you're probably going to go somewhere around here with your native price, and also maybe like, you know, somewhere around here with your divergence, right? Yeah. Used to work with adults with autism, and you never got sick. Yeah, kids get me, like, my kids get me sick really easy, man. That's The only bad thing. Anyways, like I said, we're probably going to move down, create divergence, and then try to pump. A rally from here, it would be kind of weird. If we try to rally from there, we're probably going to start creating a symmetrical triangle. Maybe going from here to here, right? Something like that. I'm not going to draw the triangle because I'm not sure we have it yet. But again, that's probably going to go into if we try to rally from there. But again, now this would be better. You go to the downside, you create divergence, and then you try to like run really hardcore, right? And that's what I'm seeing with everyone. Everyone's like trying to create divergence apparently. So on the 4 hours, man, like I was saying, we're creating hidden, right, from here to here, and from here all the way to here, man, right? Sorry, not that one, this one. Even this one if you wanted to, right? High, lower high, from a negative to a positive again, you know, that's probably gonna break down. Right? But hidden bearish divergence. Price continuation, taking you to the downside. Make sure that stays in the daily, man. Now, I'm trying to see if we have it on another time scale, but we don't, I think. Low, lower, lower, high, lower. Yes, we do, from here to here, right? That's why that one played out. From here to here would make sense, but here you have it on both, all the oscillators. Again, that's probably what you're breaking down. That's about it for this, man. I'm going to go into the 1 hour. Oh, sorry, I didn't call it out. But again, you're probably going to create divergence, right? You're going lower than your previous lows. Right now, you do have it. But again, it's still developing, right? That line is still going on. This hour candle. I'll just take it from this one, I guess. From here to here, right? It's a negative momentum, but it's very little. And it's creating that strong bullish divergence right now. But again, this is still developing. This new negative momentum is just started. So again, this could go on developing, and that's fine. And we can still go all the way back here because it's all one island, and we can anchor from this island to the next to point our divergence, right? So again, potentially what could happen, we might start to see some sort of rally on this. But again, it's probably going to give you that failed attempt here to seek lower prices and create divergence on the daily, where they are more impactful, right? The larger the time frame, the stronger it is. So what's happening on the 1 hour, man? On the more and more short term, and what's going to happen right now, what's actually happening right now, is that you have bullish divergence, right? Against your histogram, because you don't have it against the RSI. You're sitting sold at 35.88. But again, you might get a rally, a sort of rally that could happen. Probably going to face that 20 MA, and then we'll take it from there. I'm not sure how strong that's going to be. I think this is what we started with, so we'll go to that one, man. So what happened here, man? We broke down on divergence, right? Bearish. That's why this broke down, and we have it all on a couple of scales. Strong bearish. Moving down, and here also moving down, right? That's it, man. This is why you're moving to the downside. You created divergence. Bearish, strong. Move down. Nice. Got it. Here you also had divergence, right? No, you didn't. Sorry. Here you were creating divergence. Sorry, I didn't check this one out the other day, but here you were creating divergence. You're going lower here. That's fine here on the RSI. But again, that's why you move down, and then you didn't quite create divergence here. But I guess the market kind of rallied you because everyone was on a rally here, and then you're bringing down on that, right? That's it for app coins. One more request, last one for the night, so we can just get to like 10 p.m. and do our 1 hour stream for tonight, man. That's it. Can't quite do much after that. But again, thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. I know it's a Saturday night. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscribes. You know, it's really cool that you guys are here. So again, if you like what we do, you know what to do. It's gonna be on that corner over there. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell, right? Or at least it just says like, subscribe, and hit the bell. But if you want to comment, it makes it much more fun for everyone that's here. Again, Neblio, yeah, sure, man, I'll check that one out. Okay, cool. We'll check this one out. I opened it. Why didn't it show, man? Nebel. to USD calculated by trading via Binance. There we go. Oh man, we already looked at this before. That's why. Although we looked at this way back when, man. For some reason, this kind of moved on the chart by itself. That's not my charting here. I think we had some sort of channel going on, but for some reason, this kind of like just moved itself. This is weird, man. That's not how this is supposed to move. Anyways, I think we're on a downsloping channel, which we kind of broke out of, apparently. I'm going to try to like re-anchor this. Probably the way we had it. I'm not sure how we had it, but it was probably something like this when we did it. And it was a while back. It was at least prior, or around October or November. So again, we haven't looked at this since because I don't have anything else traced. The only good thing is that we seem to have broken out of this downsloping channel. Not with a lot of volume, it's still moving nicely. We're kind of in an uptrend right now. Sorry if I covered my mouth a little. I thought I was going to cough, and I really don't want to cough into the mic. Again, here it's not that visible. You can tell that it's uptrending, but here will be better. But I'll be ignoring the wicks, right? That's how I would have to anchor it for this to be visible. I'm gonna get rid of that. I just wanted to highlight that we're in an upsloping channel. Let's see, man. Low, high. Okay, so we had divergence here. I'm trying to like see what happened up here. But again, it's probably gonna be the same thing that happened with the rest of the market. So high, low. Creating divergence, right? Broke it down. Broke down again. Low, lower, low, more negative momentum. That's fine. You're going higher right now with less negative momentum. So again, that's fine. You're congruent with what's happening there. Let's see. Here we also have divergence, right? So again, I'm trying to get a whole flow for what's going on with this. Why are we breaking down, man? Let's see this. This is fine here, actually. Right, we're going higher. My previous high with more positive momentum. So again, really no divergence going on. It probably broke down because the rest of the market was breaking down. My PC froze. Oh, sorry guys. I think I should be back. It's really not much after that. So I'm gonna go into shorter scale, see what happened, man. Alright, yeah, I can see it here. Why you broke down, right? You're going like this, right? Like, it's so weird, man. It looks like you were hitting some sort of like real like resistance right there, right? A couple times. And if you want to ignore this one though, I felt like ignoring it because I just wanted to get more touch points. But again, you're creating slant divergence every time, right? From here to here, it's lower, and then from here to here, it's also lower, slightly, and then from here to here is also slightly lower. Right, and then from here to here it's definitely lower still. So you were creating divergence as you were like running up, right? So that's why you were getting tighter on that swing. And you also have it on the other side. You can see it, right? You're doing peaks to the upside, and here doing peaks to the downside, right? So again, create that divergence, broke you down, and then right now you're trying to recover. You don't quite have divergence. You didn't have divergence bullish from here to here, and from here to here. You don't have it on the RSI, unfortunately, just here on the MACD histogram against the price. Trying to rally again, going to a higher high than the previous high, not this previous high. So again, if anything, right now you're created hidden bearish divergence, price continuation. So you're breaking down again, right? That's why this move is there. Sorry if I'm too low sometimes in the camera. Oh man, especially right now when I feel horrible, I just feel like hunching a little bit more. I'm gonna try to raise the mic a little bit more. So again, that's why this is just moving down, man, right? You had this divergence, right? So you had a lot of divergence, broke you down. You try to rally. That's usually what happens, right? Consolidation upwards, break down again. You rallied but failed, and then you're breaking down again. That's it for this, man. On the 4 hour, so let's go into the 1 hour. Let's see what's going on here. See how congruent this is, right? So I'm gonna try to zoom in a lot more, man. I want to get here at the shorter scale. I don't know what happened in the past. We really don't care. That has already played out. When I said I just want to get a flow for what's happening, I want to see what the trend is looking like overall, right? If it's a bearish trend, if it's a bullish trend, if there's a chance it might turn. Particularly, that's of more interest to me. Okay, cool. So what I can tell you right now is that from here to here, going lower, I haven't quite got that new red going on here, right? Where you would expect to create a kind of red where you can anchor to red momentum right here, but you're creating less negative momentum every time you keep on moving down. And you don't quite have it yet on the RSI. You're actually on the RSI going with this. So you create strong divergence, right? Bearish price action to the downside. You're dropping again in the short term, and you are trying to like create divergence bullish, but really don't have that proper anchor point. Again, you can try to drop a little bit more, create that red bar here, and then we can anchor it there. And I don't believe we're gonna have divergence here, but we might have it from here to here, right? On that second leg, and it could be from here to like up here, and we could create that divergence, right? Andreas Olivas, man. BSB is Bitcoin. Sorry, man. Ads coming in. Andreas Olivas, man. Thanks for being here, brother. Sorry, I'm sick today, so it's not usually how I sound, and usually not how crappy I look while I'm doing the live stream. I'll try to read your comment real quick. BSB is Bitcoin. BTC is not. Dr. Craig Wright is Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin scales on chain. Always has. Blockstream lied. Bitcoin died. Trust me, look into it. Yeah, sure, man. I can look into it. We can look at BSB. I was about to like almost kill the stream because I'm just feeling so horrible right now. But let me reload this and I'll go check it out, man. Alright, if you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Conspiracy theories and whatnot, we can also look at them. I'm not sure if that guy's live or not, but not alive, but telling the truth or not. I'm not sure if Satoshi Nakamoto is really Craig Wright, but we'll look at BSB, right? BSB to the dollar, I guess. What was a dollar pair? Here we go. I'm rare? Why am I rare, man? BSB is a hard fork of Bitcoin. Yes, he's a hard fork of Bitcoin. Why am I rare, bro? I just found it on Hit BTC. We'll look at that chart, man. Let's look at this, man. Awesome, bro. We're doing a sort of symmetrical triangle. I believe it could be potentially down sloping. Let's see. I'll just go there right now. Get an idea for what's going on, man. Yeah, it's like a symmetrical triangle, but a little more down sloping. That's the shorter term of this. Again, not looking too hot right now. Low, lower low, right? Creating that divergence, right? From here to here, going lower still right now. Even though you created divergence, you weren't able to pump that hard. Here you had divergence. This is still positive, so I would actually anchor it here and say that we were trying to rally but fell. You're creating positive momentum. It's just very small, man. And I could even anchor it there, man. And that would be better, right? That would be that small bar here that I just lost. Here we go. But I want to check it here as well. Yeah, we also have it here on the RSI. 1 year pure accumulation. Yeah, maybe, man. I mean, I'm bearish until Bitcoin really breaks above that 200 simple moving average. So I'm only holding my bag of HODL right now. It's Ripple, and that's it. Everything else I'm actually out of, and I'm actually open when I said that, right? Elliott Wave shows base parabolic after 1 year. Pure accumulation, 1,460 first quarter 2020. Yeah, I don't like Elliott Wave, man. It's a lot of suppose, right? Like this happens and this happens and this happens. And a lot of room for error, man. Again, if you like, I do the whole keep it simple, man. That works for me. I'm usually quite accurate on my calls. When I tell you price movements, usually have been pretty accurate on the stuff we detected, and you can ask anyone that's here in this chat or anyone that has followed the stream how accurate we are. I don't do Elliott Waves. It's just there's too many factors that can make it go wrong, man. If you want to see Elliott Waves, this is not going to be the channel, unfortunately, bro. I mean, I'll be open with you, and I'll tell you that. But again, I'll just do divergences. Sometimes I'll do fibs. You know, that works for me, man. That's what I've been doing. So again, I'll try to find a bottom, a double bottom, an area of value to get in. Right now, I'm not sure this is it. But again, Bitcoin and SB sitting at $91.92, man. Maybe $8.77. I'm not sure right now, man. I'm trying to see how we're gonna break this because not looking too bullish, man. You have divergence, bullish, and look, man, you're not really pumping that much in the daily. So again, let me look at what's going on, man. I'm not projecting so long, Andreas. So I'm just going like shorter term, at least until we find a bottom where we can say, man, this has bottomed out. We're probably going to start moving to the upside right now. But right now I'm not seeing that with a lot of the coins. So what we broke down, right? We're going higher here, going lower every time from here to here, right? All the way down to here, right? Every time we're going lower, creating hidden bearish divergence, or sorry, strong bearish divergence. We don't have divergence on the RSI, unfortunately. So we just broke down, right, on divergence. Now, is there a chance we can pump? Yes, maybe, man. Maybe there is. See here you had divergence, right? Bullish. You try to rally, but failed, right? That's the failed rally we were looking at. Yeah, man. You know, different people, different styles. Everyone does what works for them, right? And this works for me. Actually, this is this one. This is red. And this one's also going in. Not that I don't like a little wave. I just think it's too complex, and it depends on so many factors for it to actually play out, man. Simpler, if the simples are telling you something, and it's something I've said on this chat before. If you want to look for a bullish indicator in a bear market, you're going to find it. If you want to see a bearish indicator in a bull market, you're going to find it. But if the other indicators and the rest of the market is telling you it's bullish, the chances that that indicator is going to play out are slimmer. I'll look at it farther back. Just let me finish the 4 hour and the 1 hour, and then I'll go look at the daily and the weekly again. I just want to see what's going on here, man. Let's see this, man. I don't want to do that. There we go. I just want to move here. Let's see this, man. High, lower high, right? Lower than the previous one. So again, that's fine. Lower is still, that's good, man. Nothing really bearish here. The other thing I can see right now is that you're trying to make bearish divergence shorter term, right? From here to here, you're going slightly lower. And here you're going in, right? So again, you're creating that bearish divergence. You're going to try to pump, but it's probably not going to be that strong yet. I'm not sure, man. Everyone else has to kind of pump for this to play out, so I'll just bring it here as well. There we go. Sitting sold on the RSI, 39.23. Let's go into the 1 hour, man. The 1 hour is going to give us a better clue as to what might happen soonish, right? You created divergence bearish, you broke down on that, like from here to here going higher. Again, like I said, it's really easy to go back and say like, oh man, well this is why this happened. But usually I leave stuff open, right, for like farther interpretation after we come back and revisit on other streams. Here, creating that same bullish divergence, right? You have it on the, you have it on the daily, you have it on the 4 hours, and you're having it on the 1 hour, right? So again, let's make sure this stays off the daily. Sorry, I'm not sure if I had it on the daily or not. It's just stuff it's popping out on the charts, man. Let me make sure this just stays here. This just stays here, and maybe I was calling it off on the daily, man. Let's go back to the daily real quick. Yeah, we do have that divergence as well. So we have bullish divergence on the daily, bullish divergence on the 4 hour, and bullish divergence on the 1 hour, man. So again, we might see a pump happening. Gotta make sure this just stays here. we might get a pump to come in, right? That could potentially be good for this, right? And you also have it here on the RSI, man. I just need to chart that one. So you have indicators on 3 time scales that would say you might go up, right? So again, there's a chance this goes to the upside. Sorry, I threw 2 of those at the same time. It's gonna look horrible in this room. I think I may make them also play slower. There we go. BSV has a 1 year ascending triangle. Sure, I'll check it out, man. That's what I wanted to do, I guess. Yeah. Awesome, man. So again, you're talking about bullish stuff, right? Ascending triangle. Okay, so I have to go farther back. Let me go in the daily. All right, cool. Yeah. I'm not gonna consider this large wick because I'm not sure if it's just noise. I'll go from here to here, I guess. That will be our ascending triangle. Right. Let me move this a little more, I guess. I'm using the wicks, not the bodies, right? I just want to see what's happening here. I guess you're right, man. You do have an ascending triangle. It's very large, though. And you can still float within this pattern for a while. So just be mindful of that when you do your trades, right? This could still go, man, down. I'll zoom out a lot more, man. There you go. Get that to touch there and cross. There we go. That's where it touch. Awesome, bro. You could still go into like, it's not even giving me a date down here, man. We're talking about like 22 maybe, 2022 for you to reach the maturity of this triangle. But again, if you're within an upsloping triangle, you're at the bottom. If you're at the bottom of an upsloping triangle, it could be a good in. So you would buy here and then sell around the 300 level area. Again, right now in the shorter term, you're kind of like in a downsloping triangle. Not quite downsloping. If we zoom in, we'll see it's a little bit symmetrical, but a little bit more downsloping than symmetrical, right? And this, you could break to the downside. If you break to the downside, it will get you into a measure move, potentially, right? That's what you would see. You do have some supports, probably. Down here, you probably have some support. But a measure move of this would see you hit $9. That was not the move you want to hit. A move to the upside, on the other hand. Why is it doing this, man? It's not letting me move stuff around, bro. See? It shouldn't do that. It's been weird lately with some charts, man. That's not nice. See, when I moved it down, it just made it longer. So that's not the move I want, man. Fuck, bitch. Sorry, man. I called it off there. There we go. That's maybe this one will work. It's a $77 move to the downside, right? That's what you would expect to see here, man. If you go to the upside, it will also be a $77 move to the upside again. Maybe if I do this. For some reason, it's not really working well, man. Something's wrong with my trading view today. So if I try to make this to the upside, there we go. It just made it shorter, but it should be like a $77 move. See, when I try to move it, it just makes it weird, man. Not the best. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this, man. It'll break to the upside. Yeah, we'll see, man. Right now, you're very mature into this pattern, this smaller one. If it breaks to the upside, then yeah, you have the potential to probably come in near this top area. Yeah, maybe, man. Maybe around this area. $189 potentially. Somewhere around that area. Could be your targets. Yeah, but longer term, man. If you stay within this triangle longer term, you could certainly reach somewhere around 300s. And then if you break, then we'll see where it goes. But right now, not 100% confident yet on this. We'll see, man. We'll see how this plays out, right? Again, this is from like another time frame, bro. It's so crappy when the stuff comes here to the daily from the other time frames, man. It just makes my charts look all weird and like, yeah, not the best. Not the best. Am I pressing something additional? No, I'm not. Awesome, man. Yeah, man, no problem, man. If you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe. I'm live usually every day at 9 p.m. I start with the news, then I move on to analysis. Right now I'm feeling horrible, man. I'm just gonna call it a stream for tonight. I'm quite like sick right now, actually. I'm coming down with something. I'm not sure how good I'm gonna be tomorrow, but I'll just do analysis as well. And then if you guys want to keep on chatting with me, and you can catch up with me tomorrow, right? I'll probably send that at the same time. Guys, that's gonna be it for tonight. If you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified when we go live. Talk about crypto to your friends, to your family, to your co-workers. Let them know that we are here, man. We like crypto. We like to talk about crypto. We like all coins. We don't discriminate. So again, if you want to get people into crypto, I believe this is a very good channel. The first week from the start was 1,500-ish. Yeah. This one I have at 200 and some odd, man. Like 200 and change. This one back here is like 1,900. But again, I'm not sure how valid this week is. There's no more data going back. I don't even have histogram. I don't even have RSI. So I'm not sure how valid this drop is. But again, like I said, man, that's great for tonight. If you want, we can keep on analyzing this tomorrow. Today, my throat is killing me already. So I want to get off the air. I want to get some sleep. So, yeah, make sure my throat heals a little bit more. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you for watching. Again, if you like what I do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Thank you for being a part of the community. Thank you for being here on a Saturday night. And thank you for your time. Right? I do appreciate it. It means a lot to me that you guys are here. That'll be all for tonight, guys. Thank you so much. I'll catch you tomorrow.